I think you got to do it for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a release that comes off when I realize that, like, number one, no one knows me anything. And my expectation is what's destroying my progress.
A lot about everything we've been dreaming. Will we ever make it out of this season? Where we seem like we're defeated and we taking beatings and life keeps repeating. So I get on my knees to pray and ask the Lord why. Would you give us all these gifts and then hang them out to dry? I would think that you would only want the best for us, but everything is at its worst and we can't take no more. Let's do this. It's time to start making excuses. Let's suck it up and go make it happen.
All right, welcome to another episode of Deuce Season. I'm your boy, Daryl Devine.
And I'm Amber Brenton.
We are excited that you guys are actually still listening. I know it has been a crazy journey so far.
Woo,
We've of course dropped the podcast. We've dropped the film. Things are happening.
It's crazy. Like, I'm still like, hit me or something, pinch me. Is it?
Ooh.
You hit me again, I'm gonna knock your. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna knock this man out. He think he can put his hands on me like that.
Hey man, when you gave up your feminine card, you asked for that.
You can go to jail. I'm still aware about that. I'll just turn that man stuff off when a man hit me. I'm a woman.
Oh, so you just switch back
Yeah,
and
I'm
forth.
hurting.
Okay, we'll get you a BC powder, and we'll keep the show
You feel
rolling.
bad?
Not at all.
I forgot.
Not at all. But let's talk about, because I think one of the things that's been coming up in my mind is like the reactions, right? So we've been doing a lot of things and people have been reacting in a lot of different ways, right? And I think so many times when people are moving and navigating on what they want to do next, they often are predicting the reactions of people or making decisions based on how they think people will react. Do you think the reactions of people are what you expected in these last couple of weeks, or kind of how do you feel about that?
In the last couple of weeks, I just feel like people don't know how to react. Like, it's just so much going on. But I do feel like people are starting to believe it now. You know, when you first started your dream, they were like, they kind of look at you like you crazy. They may not share, like, or support, but I feel like now people seeing it. I think this week it's opened a lot of people's eyes, like, oh my God, like, she's really been focused.
Yeah.
Like,
Go ahead.
Now I was saying, like, people, because I kind of like separated myself from like friends and family over the last couple of months, and I think they probably think I'm acting different, but in reality I'm focused, and I think this week showed them that I'm focused. It has nothing to do with my love for them. I still love my friends and family. I still care about y'all. It's just, when you focus, sometimes you have to lock in. Like, I literally had to figure out, like, I need to lock in, and this week showed I locked in.
Yeah, and I think that's the crazy thing, is because whether you're trying to start a business, whether you're trying to be an influencer, no matter what you're trying to do, a lot of times I think our initial expectations is that people that we know and love will react in a great way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, because like, it's like when you start that first post, you know, I want to be a comedian or I want to be a photographer. That first post is nice. People will like it.
Oh, yeah.
But as you keep going, you'll start to notice that people you know don't support you as much as you wish they would.
You're falling out you ever seen, like, you ain't never had roaches growing up.
If I did, I wouldn't say it.
And you spray them with that Raid, they just start falling off. That's what I'm saying. Like, they start falling off like roaches.
Yeah.
Like, when you spray them with Raid, you just saw them just dropping.
Yeah.
That's what it feel like.
And I think that's for like a lot of you who are coming up, who want to be entrepreneurs, who want to be influencers. I think being able to sustain yourself through the phase of feeling like the people who love you don't support you, right? Because, you know, we had to unfortunately get to the level where we started and then we had to get fans.
Mm-hmm.
And that was tough when we have that expectations and our hearts are broken. And I don't think that people who love us don't support us. Sometimes I just think they haven't bought in.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so we have to go through that phase where we went from wanting to do something to building fans first.
Yes.
And it's like people we know, like, that ain't funny.
Yeah, they like, that ain't funny. They not, okay, she doing a couple of comedy shows, but like, okay, I know her. But then it's like they don't realize that you growing and growing, but in their head they just that Amber that you knew on the come up. But they don't realize for some reason, I don't know why people closer to you don't see that. No, she's growing.
Yeah, and I think it's a lot of people have a hard time forgetting who you were, right? Because we all started at the same place. Like, people who grew up with you, your family, they knew who you were. And a lot of people struggle with change. And so they like, I couldn't change to be who I wanted to be. I don't think you're going to be able to sustain this change.
And would make you feel bad for change. You know, I don't know if you remember calling you, like, I was going to this thing, like, my friends, they think I'm acting different, or they saying I'm changing and I'm not. Like, I'm trying to explain I'm not. I'm just chasing a goal. But it was so hard having to let people go.
Yeah.
Like, letting people go has been, like, the hardest thing so far in this career change.
Yeah. And it's unfortunate, man. I encourage you, if you got a friend, if you got a family member that's chasing a dream, show them that support. It means everything. That like, that share,
it means a lot.
That comment, that reposting the story, it means a lot, because it's kind of like, I don't even want to get too deep on this podcast, but it's kind of like, you know, they talk about kids don't get attention in their household, and then they go out in the streets, so they go out in the world and get that attention, and that's how I kind of feel. You like, bro, everybody respect what I do, but the people I love most just can't seem to see it. It don't click. You know what I'm saying? I could take pictures of Brittany Griner, and like my cousin is like, this dude ain't no photographer.
He ain't no photographer. And it's like you begging for them to see, look, so-and-so shit. Lala just shared my video. Look at me. And it's still like,
And then by the time they get it, you're so far gone, right? So by the time people I know ask me, my price is so high, and then they're flipping it like I changed. It's like, no, there was a season for us to work together, and you wouldn't do it.
Wouldn't do it at all. Or like even with me with comedy, it was time that I would do a show for free. I remember calling my college, begging them, I'd do it for free, just let us come. No, and then now I'm so far gone.
Now you gone.
You gotta pay.
They want you to do birthday parties.
Yeah, and it's like, no.
Now that I made it, now I got hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Now it's like, yo, my aunt is turning 50. Could you come perform at her birthday party?
No, I called y'all to come to the birthday party, and they were like, well, we ain't gonna do that part of the section. Just call me back.
Bro, that's how it be. It's sad, man. So I definitely encourage from both sides. If you're somebody that's trying to create, you just gotta push through it. It's gonna happen, and don't take it personal. I've had to learn to categorize people in the category they belong in. Let your family be your family. Let your friends be your friends. Let your fans be your fans. Let your customers be your customers. And if anybody decides to overlap in any way, appreciate it, enjoy it. But I've just stopped having the expectation that people I know would be my number one supporter.
Yep. You do have to have, I'm telling you, like, just got to learn to just let it be and let them go, because it's like, they going to hold you back. If you keep worrying about other people, you're going to be held back, because guess what? We have our own fans. Somebody's going to catch on if you keep going. And it's not going to be your cousin. Like, I had to make a whole new page away from my personal Facebook page in order to grow.
Yeah. And this is a side note. This is a tip, right? Anyone trying to build a platform, sometimes it's better to start from scratch. Because the people you know will hate on you so bad that when you post it and they hate, it'll kill the algorithm. They showing your content to 100 people you know and one person liking it.
Yep.
It's the people that you think love you the most destroying your brand.
Yep, the ones that stop. Let them people go. I know, it's the whole bag. You could have been there. You could have been there already, but you keep holding on to them same people that's hating on you, telling you don't do it like that. It's the right way to do it, but they're just telling you to do it the way that they want you to do it, because they simply just hating.
Yeah.
Do it how you supposed to do it. Stop dragging along those people that really don't care for real.
Yeah, and I'm telling y'all, we lived through this. We've both started over. We've both started over when it came to social media. Like, I don't post my photography on my personal page. She started a new comedy page. Like, we learned quickly that people you know, I don't know what it is. I don't know why, because you would think, like, oh, yeah, that's my girl. She killing it. My boy killing it. But sometimes I think, especially when you're consistent and you're disciplined, your success is a reminder to people what they're not doing in their own life.
Because they know that it's something they supposed to be doing, but they not brave enough to push through or be consistent because that friend is not supporting them. That family member, bump them. Because what's meant for you is going to be. Stop worrying about when auntie and uncle, cousin, brother, like you said, your best friend not supporting you. Let them be your friend. Watch them. Let them be in the category they want to be in. They want to be just your friend, they don't support. So when I come around you, you just, what's up? I dap you up. It don't have nothing to do with my career. You removed yourself.
Yeah. And I think that's the point that we got to where we can feel. I think you got to do it for yourself. Like, there's a release that comes off when I realize that, like, number one, no one knows me anything. And my expectation is what's destroying my progress. Because I'm worried about saying, yo, look, like, you know what I'm saying? I grew up in Rocky Mount, North Carolina. The middle of nowhere, y'all. I've never shot a wedding there.
That's crazy. I never did a show in my hometown.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, published in magazines. We've gone viral with content. Home just may not be the place. You know, and that's okay. Like, you got to be okay with spreading your wings.
And he told me it took me a while to make a Facebook page without my family and friends on it, just making a separate one. I just wanted to start out with my family and friends. I thought it was going to help me blow up. When I made that page, like, everything just blew up. And
shout out to the people. Let me do this, too, because I think a lot of times people address only one side. Shout out to the family and friends that do support.
And there are some.
Because I got some people. I got some of my, and it's crazy. I have family members of my friends. This is crazy. The friends themselves don't even support like that. But they aunts and they grandmas, I got some friends' mamas who like everything I post. Shout out to the family of the friends.
Yeah, shout out to y'all. Thank everybody who's supporting us right now, by the way. And
yeah, if you watching this, we definitely appreciate it because we just up here talking. We're going
on a rant because it's crazy because you want that. Yeah. We're going on a rant because you want it to be your family and friends. You want to take them with you. Like, just share it, please.
Yeah. But I tell you, the day that you, I think, and not just family and friends, the day that you make content from your heart and it's not about going viral, it's not about trying to impress people, it's not about putting on a certain persona, I think that's the day that it takes off. When you're doing it because you love it, because you're consistent, and it just happens, somehow you just got to get in that mode of consistency and doing it for the right reason, right? And in due season. Like, that's the key, guys, because it's going to be tough. I remember we used to have 0 followers.
Zero followers, 0 likes.
I mean, we done tried it all. I remember following people. You know, people do follow them. You just, bro, it wasn't until I just let it go. You know, and I remember this was probably September 2020 maybe. Or maybe 21. I think it was 2020. I posted a video of one of my grooms dancing.
I remember that.
This video went crazy. I think on my Instagram, it probably had like over 600,000 views. I got over 2,000 followers from that one video. Right? And so that's to let you know that, like, your time will come. Like, you can't skip the line, really. Like, that ain't how it works. Like, if you ain't viral yet, it's not your season.
It's not your season. And you're not doing it, like you said, intentional. It's not your purpose. Like, once I did skits all the time, but, like, I remember you asked me, but what is your why? Like, what is your purpose of doing that? And once I find my purpose and what I want to do, it just started going crazy because now I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah. Because we was going viral before we knew any better. Like, the first video, let's talk about the first viral video when we're doing the diet. Let's talk about that and kind of how that happened.
It's crazy. I went to get I was on a diet. What's crazy is I was on a diet for real, trying to make it through. But this particular day, I stopped by Checkers to get a burger, and I just pulled. I'm just gonna eat it, and I'm just gonna talk act like I'm talking to a friend. I'm gonna do a voice over myself and post it. Never thought that'd go viral, and over 5,000 of people do that sound. Lala did it. So many famous people did it. So it's just like, but I wasn't even expecting it. It was a real life situation. I was on a diet and I cheated on my diet, and bam.
Yeah, and that's a sign that, like, number one, anything can be content, right? So I think a lot of people who struggle with posting on social media, they don't know what to post, right? So once you narrow down your purpose, you'll realize that almost anything that you do, if you're living in your purpose, your life is your content, right? And so we that video got posted. I mean, crazy. People was writing articles. It was people, and this is where you got to stay humble. There were people going viral. Like, I'm talking about 10 times bigger than us.
They didn't even know it was me. I mean, I don't think many people know, to this day, know that sound was me. But like you told me, Darryl, you just like keep going, your time coming, let it be. They gonna know who you is one day.
Yeah.
And right now, I don't even know if they still know if that's my sound.
Yeah.
Because so many other things, you gonna go viral. That's not even gonna be the one that take you that first or the second, third viral video. It may be something else. So
yeah,
you gotta keep going.
Yeah, so for people out there who is chasing, like, virality, like, if you're trying to go viral, that's your goal. We are living witnesses that it ain't worth it, right? It's better to do what you're supposed to do every day, and if it happens, it happens. But we've had videos in the millions multiple times. Y'all, that ain't the goal.
It's not.
It's not the goal. If you are still 9-to-5 job, if you're trying to go full time as a content creator, as a photographer, as a comedian, as an influencer, viral isn't the answer. It's going, like, changing your life comes with consistency.
People and I think the number one thing that I like when my videos are out there is when somebody say, thank you, you're helping me. Thank you, you're changing me and my daughter's life. Like, you helping me understand it more. Like, that's what feels good to me. Those million views, yes, that's the goal, but when somebody comment that, you like, okay, this is what I enjoy. This is why I do what I do. You know?
Yeah. And I'm telling you, it'll come. So let's talk about another video we did. Let's go through some content. So we did the Family Dollar video.
Oh yeah, and that was crazy because all you did was, it was unusual. First off, it was Family Dollar and Dollar Tree put together.
I think so. Yeah.
He just said, pull over, gonna take a second, get out, talk. I just got out and talked, made it inspirational, and bam, that thing got millions of views.
Yeah, on the way to a wedding. If y'all haven't seen it, maybe I'll try to put a picture of it. Family Dollar, Dollar Tree collaborating, right? And the gist of the video was about, that we're stronger together, right? And I think a lot of people, when they start to make it, they cut people off and they try to go their own way and they do their own thing and that kind of thing. We were trying to tell people, the gist of the video is like, if they can do it, let's work together as a community and let's build. The video went crazy. It wasn't planned. It wasn't on our list of content. I literally just saw it, was like, okay.
Made a U-turn. I'm on the car like, golly. You like, get out. Go talk. I don't care what you say.
You know what I'm saying?
That's unusual for one. And then two, just say anything.
Yeah, we was in the middle of nowhere in North Carolina. But everything lines up. So I just encourage you, let's break it down. If you're discouraged, because I know there are a lot of people who are discouraged that are trying to make it. The first thing you got to do is, like, release yourself from the expectations of people. Right? That's the people you love, the people you like, the people you don't know. Release yourself of those expectations that you set. And I think that's the thing a lot of people don't realize is that we put those. I think people gonna say, people ain't telling me that. Most of the time, it's what you think people gonna say. So your battle is with yourself, because that's how you interpret how people will react.
That's so true.
You know what I'm saying? Like we have those same battles every day. She'll be like, well, what if this happened? I'm like, you made it up in your head. People ain't gonna say that. And then if they do, they just do.
Or worry about it. They gonna notice this. Whatever y'all think they gonna notice in the video, that's not what. 9 times out of 10, they not noticing it.
They not. So yeah, definitely release yourself from the expectations of people. And then the second thing I want y'all to do is just be intentional about your content, right? Don't chase the numbers. Chase the consistency. Chase the grind. Chase the hustle. Chase the passion. and the number is gonna come.
It's gonna, when you least it's gonna be when you least expect it. It's gonna come, and you're gonna wake up, and you're gonna have like all these notifications. You're like, I didn't even do nothing in this video. That's how I be all the time. Like, what was so cool about it?
And that's the thing. It's never the video that you put your heart. Bro. I don't know how the world works. It's never that video that you like.
You spent 30 minutes trying to make an hour, like keep redoing it over, and that's not even the one.
You been thinking about it all week. Yo, this gonna be perfect. We're gonna kill them with this one. It ain't gonna go. It's the one where you jump out the car. It's the one where you go get something to eat. It's just the most random. And I think people love that genuine side of content, right? And this goes into all. I've seen creative content in a bunch of different categories. So if you can find a way to make your content genuine, I think you can make it a long way.
Yeah, as long as it look like it's, like you said, real to people and they can relatable, being relatable.
Yeah. So how is your feelings? I know we talked about relationships and stuff. Do you have any worries or any concerns when it comes to building new relationships in the future?
I do. I think trusting people, because I had been let down by so many people that's close to me. So like now when you bringing new people in, it's just like, it's scary. Like, can I trust these people? Like, what are their intentions for real? Like, do they really care about me? Like, are they here for me? Or, I don't know. You can't trust nobody.
Yeah. It's tough out here, man. I don't want to put nobody's business out there, but I'm going to do it. It's a podcast, so this is like, y'all like family to us, right? If you've been listening this long, you deserve to know this information.
Right.
So we literally working on Ha Ha Holidays, right? Giving back. And we literally have someone enter the contest and say they want a mentor.
Yeah, they did.
People, y'all, we trying to help people. We trying to help kids. We trying to help families, and people are trying to shoot their shot.
Just good. I just want you to be my mentor, and I'm trying to help families that's struggling, like during the holiday.
They want to get content, y'all. What kind of stuff did they do? Had they even started? Did you check?
I didn't check.
Yeah. So you gotta. It'll be people who gonna sneak their way in, y'all. Like, they will find the craziest ways to get your attention and to catch your eye.
Like, I'm trying to give, and they write, hey, what's up? I ain't really going through nothing, but I do need a mentor. Help me make some of these videos and make some money on social media. I'm like, it's not the time or the place for that. Like, I'm trying to give.
Bro, they literally said, "Oh, yo, I want to make this bread on social media." You know what I'm saying? And that shows how, like, people just assume a lot, and then they want to skip steps, right? So they see where you are and don't realize it's not a lot that we can tell you to get you immediate results, right? So if you want to know what is our secret, this is our secret, y'all. We've been consistent every day for 3 years. Once you do that, I can guarantee you'll be successful. There's just no way, like, you could do anything for that long. Go to the gym every day for 3 years.
I guarantee you're going to notice a change in your body. If I can be consistent in the gym like I am with social media, man, I have a whole 6-pack right now.
That's our goals. Matter of fact, I don't know when it's going to drop. I don't know if we're going to miss the new year or not. 2023, we're going to show people, because everybody has that tendency to think, oh, when you're successful, sometimes you get lucky. So we're gonna challenge ourselves to go crazy in an area that we're not super comfortable with.
My shoulders would not be this wide on camera this time next year. I promise you that.
Speak it. Say it again. My shoulders
would not be this wide next year on camera. You would be able to see my whole body.
Whole body. Look at me. Let me. We squeezing it.
We trying to right now. We can't move. We still. The whole video we've been still because we can't move. My bad. We can't move.
But yeah, we're gonna show y'all. I'm gonna make that a YouTube thumbnail. A smiling like that. But y'all gonna see it, man. It's possible. I just encourage you guys to stay consistent. You know, never give up on your dreams. And in due season, it'll come to pass.
And when God send you somebody like God sent me him, don't push them away. Like, when you get somebody that's disciplined, wake you up every morning, don't let you fail. They're not against you. Keep them in your life. Them the ones that God sent. So I think a lot of times we push off the people we need, because we have that thing where we don't like people that really want us, that really want to help us. But if God send you somebody that during this time of your life, keep them. They good. If they really good and you can trust them and they really genuinely pushing you, but to keep them. That's why we smiling and happy right now.
Yeah, and that's the thing. The person you need ain't gonna make you comfortable.
They're gonna make you cry.
Like, you're not where you want to be. The person that you need to get you to the next level is not gonna make you feel good about where you at. They're not gonna hold your hand. Like, you need somebody to take you to the next level. You don't want no personal trainer to tell you it's okay to go to Corral.
And then somebody to just eat whatever you want to exercise. I don't know why them people tell you don't want that. You want somebody to tell you don't eat that. And even if it is okay, they know that ain't the right way to go. And like, he knows I could bring home an award. You ain't did nothing yet. You ain't rich. You ain't. Let's go. Keep going.
I used to tell all the time, we used to go viral, and I'd be like, but we still got to go to work. Everybody, we went viral, but we still at work.
Still at work.
So, like, set some good goals, and, like, you can definitely get to the other side, but you really have to find a team of people that pushes you out your comfort zone. We talked about that in the first episode, being pushed. You have to want to be pushed. You know what I'm saying? Uncomfortable or not. Like, and if you can't find a way to allow people to push you, it's gonna be a tough road.
It's a lot of people that just don't listen. That's the thing. Like, and you tell me this all the time. The key to your success is that you listen. You take criticism. Like, you don't mind being, being helped. Like, I listen. Like, I think that's the key. Like, I did that all my life. I think that's one thing that helped me get through, like, everything that I've been through in life. I have had a rough childhood, but because I had those people that's on the side coming in trying to help me that I know, I listen. I don't mind listening, so listen.
Yeah.
It's okay to be a follower. That's what make great leaders. I always remember that.
Definitely. So y'all keep pushing. Thank y'all for listening to another episode. We will see y'all soon, but in the meantime, peace.
I've been thinking a lot about everything we've been dreaming. Will we ever make it out of this season where we seem like we're defeated and we're taking beatings and life keeps repeating? So I get on my knees to pray and ask the Lord, why would you give us all these gifts and then hang them out to dry? I would think that you would only want the best for us, but everything is at its worst and